Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot, well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know, yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every they want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Had to focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm all.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from the Steel City. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, what? What?
In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Play action now. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd down. Jackson. And taken in, it's Tez Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Raven first down.
Gain of 18 on the play. And a Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
It's hot.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Again, it's Jackson. Moving to his right. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 12th touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. Finding room across midfield. And he will go all the way. Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
And no return here. This is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on.
Pick up there of 13. First down, Baltimore.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. 0-0s on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this.
Ready, set.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. On the return, it's Hill. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Jackson looking to throw. Pass right side, going to be taken in by Walker. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Ty Zentner to kick it.
In punt formation.
That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down, as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to the Steel City after this.
Ready, ready.
First and 10. Now, Dowdle. And he'll get forward for a couple. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8.
Rocco switch, Rocco switch. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down, Warren. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to third down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down. Throwing, Rudolph. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here it is on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Jackson now. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Here's second and 6. Now it's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
This is third and 6. In motion comes Andrews. On third down, Jackson. Open man, left side, he's got it. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll look to throw yet again. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll have a first down and definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson up top again. Out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And the Ravens are in business. First and goal right around the 10-yard line.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield, he doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, he gets past the marker.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. On play action, here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Rolling right. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. In motion comes Walker. Third and goal for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
This taken at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Sack. Back to 60. Cowboy in. We're going to do it.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
6. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. Now Rudolph. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Tight end, that's Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's a handoff to Warren. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
6. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground.
And he will get into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to pick this one off. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be back up now to start this drive. Jackson now to throw on first down. A pass pulled in by Henry. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. It is 2nd and 6. Now, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself.
That's a smart play. The defense is going to give you it. Take it. To transition from a passer to a runner. Not only able to pick up the first down, get out of bounds, protect yourself. Well done.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Finding space inside the 40. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 47 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run. It's one. He'll take this down to the 2, but that is it. Good job by the defense to hold it to a gain of 3 and set up 4th down.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage.
Rico Dowdle. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11, 12 on the season. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 24-10 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Throwing Jackson. He'll look deep, left sideline. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's the 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He runs with it. And he'll get forward. Gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Rolling to the left. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
Set up. Cowboy 80.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
Once again, it's Warren. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Back to throw is Rudolph. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. He gets free. Still going. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. Lots of space, past the 45. 20, 15. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Ravens 16. Chris Boswell.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
It's not.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Ready? Let's go.
Rudolph. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So it's a 3-deep zone here, so they call that cover 3 defense. So what they're going to have is they're going to have a center fielder. He's going to be in the middle of the field, and it's his job that on the quarterback's throw, he has to be able to break and play that entire middle third of the defense. So you got to have the right guy back there, not only with the instincts, but then the speed and the ball skills to go make a play on the ball. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Johnston in formation for the Steelers.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3 and out, you think you're getting the ball back. Instead, not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job defense. You force a 3 and out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Again, working deep downfield. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
He's going to try it here again. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. Get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your mans have been to jail before? Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with.